Did all giants die at the flood of Noah? Well, Moonim asked this. Moonim, great question. That's a very good question. Now, there is a tradition in one of the rabbinic writings that suggests that some of the giants kind of hitched a ride on the boat on the ark, and I have I have trouble believing that because the Bible is so explicit. If we go to Genesis, we'll see that the floodwaters come up on the earth. And we're going to see here in Genesis 7:11, it says, the fountains of the great deep were broken open, the windows of heaven were open, and it rains and rains and rains. All right. And then it says the flood was on the earth 40 days, and the waters increased and lifted up the ark and rose high above the earth. And then it says in verse 22, all flesh died that moved on the earth, birds and cattle and beasts and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth, and every man, all in whose nostrils was the breath of the spirit of life, all that was on dry land died. So he destroyed all living things which were on the face of the ground, both man and cattle, creeping thing, and bird of the air. They were destroyed from the earth. Only Noah and those who were in the ark with him remained alive. So, I have real trouble believing that anybody made it if I'm going to take the Bible as my source, because the Bible is saying that everything, right? Everything that had breath. Now, I suppose you could, well, they didn't have breath, right? But then he says that only Noah and those who were with him on the ark remained alive. So again, it sounds like, yeah, they all died, and that none of them, all the Nephilim were destroyed from the face of the earth. So that's how I have to read that, is that the scripture is very, very explicit concerning that. So that is a great question.